and live from FedEx Field, Fantasy Stockball with New Level Investment Management LLC. Week 2, we're actually at the game, and you can see that I'm showing my true colors today. We're going to give it to you quick since we're live at the game. Quarterback, running back, receiver. First up, we're going to give you our receiver for week 2. We're going to go with Dez Bryant against the Washington Redskins, right? I think the media has gotten to Josh Norman's head. I think there's going to be a lot of one-on-one with Dez Bryant. Dez Bryant coming off a bad week. I think he's going to get active early in the game and often. And I'm going to match him up with Bank of America. And here's why. Number one, Bank of America is trading below tangible book value, so it's a really cheap company from a valuation standpoint. But from an overall stock price movement standpoint, it's been trading sideways for a long time. So I'm challenging Bank of America to see if that stock can move, regardless if the Feds raise interest rates. Of course, with a bigger interest rate, that means that's better for the banks because then they could charge the highest interest rate. And of course, that's more money for them. So I'm challenging Dez Bryant to see if he can beat Dez without Tony Romo, right? And charging Bank of America to see if they can be a good stock without the Fed's interest rate. Next up, we're going to give you our running back. We're going to go with C.J. Anderson this week from the Denver Broncos. He's going up against Atlanta Falcons defense, and it doesn't matter if you're a running back, receiver, or quarterback. You should have a good day. I think Denver's going to continue to lean on that great defense and the running game, and I'm going to match him up with JetBlue. And again, the overall sector of the airlines is super cheap right now from a valuation standpoint. Price-earning ratio, both trailing and forward, are below 9. Pretty decent free cash on the balance sheet. So I think the overall sector is going to be good, and I like JetBlue as well as Southwest in particular. So I like that matchup with C.J. Anderson. He's a valuable running back. You can get him in the later rounds, and I think he'll produce today. And last but not least, we're going to give you our quarterback for this week. We're going to go with Drew Brees against the New York Giants defense. And if you remember last year, this was a shootout. A lot of touchdowns scored, big fantasy points for both Eli and Drew Brees. So you can probably go with either or. We're going to go with Drew Brees, and we're going to match him up with Walmart. We just think that Drew Brees, being an oldie but goodie, just like Walmart, they're making pretty good headways. And you got to like the fact that Amazon is doing what Amazon is doing, because that's giving a lot of competition to Walmart. Therefore, they got to continue to put their foot on the gas pedal. They can't sit back and just be a giant company that they are. So they go out, they buy Jet.com for $3 billion to help on the e-commerce side. We still like their retail side of things. From a valuation standpoint, it's starting to get slightly expensive. The dividend yield is decreasing slightly because the price is rising. It had a good run. And you remember last year, it was a loser for the Dow. So dogs of the Dows, usually the next year, the stocks that did bad in the Dow usually do good the next year. So Walmart's had a pretty good run up. I still think they have a good chance to run. I think Drew Brees gets off today against that weak Giants defense. That's all we have for you this week. Week 2 Fantasy Stockball, New Level Investment Management LLC, live from FedEx Field.